So good morning, everybody, as we come together once again to sit. And as we sit, we commit to sitting with whatever is here for us right now. So this is not just sitting on a chair, but the sitting, or for some people it might be lying down, it's a commitment to being fully present and to showing up to ourselves. This is not an attempt to fix anything or to push anything away. Or a clever way of fighting off unwanted thoughts or emotions. So to do this practice, we need a certain amount of courage, a little bit of patience, and a compassionate intention to hold ourselves with a kindly awareness. And for anyone who might be new to this practice, remembering that you always have choice and control. You can always come away from the practice if you find it's too much for you at this time. You can get up and move around. You can open your eyes. You can do whatever you need to take care of yourself. Having said that, the guidance now would be to gently allow the eyes to close if you haven't already done so, or to drop the gaze towards the floor. And to remember the body. So having an awareness of the feet in contact with the floor or the bed. Taking into the awareness the amount of support that involves. Noticing the pressing of the body into the seat of the chair. And that cradling effect of the chair. Its holding of our presence. And just doing a gentle scan of the body. To see what's alive, what's open, what's at ease. And also welcoming in the awareness of discomfort, tiredness, pain, restlessness, tension. And just bringing the awareness to the muscles of the face. Allowing the jaw to loosen if it's anyway tight. Noticing any tightness or tension that might be present around the mouth area. Any tendency towards frowning in the brow. And checking that the head is nicely balanced on the neck and shoulders. Letting go of any unnecessary tension on the out breath. And just checking in with the thought stream at the moment. Just observing what kind of storylines or narratives are playing out. If you've been in contact with the news media in the last couple of hours, There may be some residue of concern around COVID-19, political instability, economic uncertainty. And it's not as if these things are not true, but they have a habit of taking over the mind and making it difficult for us to be actually alive to what's here, right now, in this moment, this breath. And then this breath, and this breath. So if you're comfortable with it, just resting on the experience of breathing, following that natural flow. Noticing how the body is always in movement as a result of the breath. And being curious about where the mind wanders when it forgets the breath. Quietly noticing that and then just coming back to the breath again. And opening to the suggestion that these COVID-19 times holds the possibility of a kind of an inner training. So many of the resources that we have relied on to give us a sense of pleasure and ease and well-being have been reduced or completely taken away. And so we are forced to turn inwards more, to practices like this committed type of sitting. To getting to know ourselves better. And so we're getting opportunities to work skillfully with worry, uncertainty, impatience, frustration. We find ourselves in an indefinite period of waiting. And yet the mind craves certainty. It craves resolution of problems. So for many of us, this is a kind of new psychological territory. We can resist and scream and act out, complain, blame it all on the government. Or we can look deeply and honestly at how we are minding our mind. So if in these days we find ourselves becoming upset, which is quite understandable for many, many people, the support of or practice of sitting like this can be really a very helpful training in resilience. Sitting tall in the face of uncertainty and frustration. And remembering that we only have to deal with life one breath at a time. Of course, it's easy to say that in the calm. When the storms hit us, as they do from time to time, we can find ourselves doubting our abilities, our resources to cope. And so, this daily commitment to silence and stillness, to sitting with courage, is like building the life raft that we need to carry us over and through storms. Patiently knowing that sooner or later we come into calm waters and reach dry land. I'd like to finish with a poem. It's called "The Thing Is" by Ellen Bass. And it takes us to that possibility when we are on the edge of what we feel we can tolerate. And it reminds us of the choice to commit to being present to everything. The thing is to love life, to love it even when you have no stomach for it. And everything you've held dear crumbles like burnt paper in your hands. Your throat filled with the silt of it. When grief sits with you, its tropical heat thickening the air, heavy as water, more fit for gills than lungs. When grief waits you like your own flesh, only more of it, an obesity of grief. You think, how can a body withstand this? Then you hold life like a face between your palms, a plain face no charming smile, no violet eyes. And you say, yes, I will take you. I will love you again